Hello, everyone, and welcome to Digital Technology. I'm so excited to be facilitating this course with you. I'd like to take you through the course and show you some of the components of what we're going to be working with. All right, so here is our homepage for our course. And you can see that we have a Start Here course overview section. And after reading that, you will be prompted to go to the modules. So let me go ahead and open the Start Here section for you. I have a welcome message for you here. And then here are some navigation tools and information if you're unfamiliar with Canvas. Beyond that, further down are the course learning outcomes. They are listed here, and these will be the items that we'll be working on this semester. The course breakdown, which I know everyone's interested in. We have the course breakdown. We have many in-class activities. The in-class activities there will be 14 of them, and we will be working on them individually in the classroom, but also as a team. So we will have our activity that we will complete during class time, and then we will share that information with our team members to get some peer input, and that'll be fun. That'll be a fun time. We have 3 online trainings, and there are 2 Google trainings and 1 Facebook training. And then we have 10 assignments. Now, this may seem like a lot of work, but it's really not. It's very manageable. The class activities build upon the assignments, or rather the assignments build upon the class activities. So you'll be doing the class activities, and then you will modify that slightly for the assignment. And then the final project is a compilation of the assignments. So everything is building upon itself for that final project. So it's really a very manageable course. This course also has an honors credit component, and which is completely optional, but I do encourage you to participate in the honors credit component. You wind up getting honors credit recognition on your transcript. And it doesn't cost anything, and you wind up earning more certificates for completing this component of the course. And I'm going to go over that with you. Also, there's a little bonus, which is 1% extra credit for your final grade. So you can see the final grade here is 101%. All right, and then my communication strategy is that I prefer that you reach out to me through Canvas inbox over here. That way I can associate you with the proper course, and makes it easier for me to be able to get back to you, and I won't miss an email from you or a message. I have here that I reply within 24 hours, Monday through Friday. I usually get up very early in the morning, like around 5 a.m., and which means I retire early. So if you message me after business hours during the week, I will probably not respond until the following morning. And I'll probably respond early in the morning, so then when you do get up, you will have your message. The response time to assignments are usually within 72 hours. Well, they are within 72 hours. Usually I do it earlier than that, and I do appreciate early submissions of assignments. That's always fun. That way I can get a good close look at it, and I do review them early. And if I find something that's amiss, I will let you know, and you have the opportunity to resubmit that assignment, which is a good thing. Okay, the other thing is my office hours. I hold scheduled office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 8 to 10:30 before my first class. And you can schedule time then, or if you'd like other times in the evening or early in the morning, that's fine. We can have a Zoom meeting during that time, and we can address whenever the schedule is flexible for you. please, I do encourage you to meet with me if you are concerned or you even have some questions. So, or if you don't really want to meet with me, just give me a call and, we can just talk about it on the phone, or, we can go through email message. But if it starts getting complicated, I would love to, have time with you. All right, please set your announcements, because I do sometimes include announcements that are important that you'd want to hear about right away. There are some good student resources in this course, so please go ahead and take a look at those. I'll show you where they are a little bit later. And then, of course, you want to have specific technologies for this course. One thing that is required is Office 365. You have a free version available as an FGCU student, and so please take advantage of downloading that. You will need Excel for this course, and you need to bring your computer with you to the classroom starting Tuesday. So the Tuesday class, I believe, is the 24th. So you will want to bring your computer with you for that class and every other class, because all our activities are done on your computer. Some suggestions for success in the course, so please go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so then after that, we go into the modules. So within the modules, here's some information about me as your instructor, and there's some other information in some resources that are available for you. And if you're struggling with grammar at all, I encourage you to take a look at these items. Everyone can use a little bit of help with their grammar, so you may find something helpful. These are some things that I've noticed over and over again, and some common errors, so you may find it helpful. We also have some top grammar mistakes that I also find quite regularly, so you may find this interesting as well. Just to review that. Of course, it's optional, but it's also very beneficial. Now, here are those resources that I mentioned and lots of support items that the university offers. So please go ahead and take a look at that. You may find something useful. Here is installing Windows 365, and you're actually installing it onto your computer rather than just accessing it in the cloud. Okay, so you want to go ahead and work through that. Okay, so now I want to, so this is what it would look like. You just select the link and you go into Office 365. So I have Zoom in the way here. Okay, there we go. So for the next, I have some acknowledgements, and I ask you to please take a look at them. I don't want you to plagiarize, so I want you to, give me your word that you will not plagiarize. There are some other acknowledgements. I'm going to go into the modules so you can see where this section is located. So here's the Start Here section, and this is the course overview. It's the same area that's on the homepage, and then the information that we just went through. And then here are the acknowledgements. Just auto code acknowledgement as well. It's the that you're familiar with the schedule. I'm going to go over the schedule with you, so please acknowledge that. And then just set up the course so you can get notifications. Because it's important that when I reach out to you, like in SpeedGrade or on an assignment, you'll want to know about that right away in case you need to make some changes and resubmit that assignment. All right, so next we go into our modules. And so Module 1, we're starting right away, and it is about jobs theory. And one of the requirements for our Tuesday class will be for you to read this Jobs to be Done article. You need to read it before our class on Tuesday. And then in class on Tuesday, on August 24th, we will have a quiz. So you need to be prepared, having read that article, and then we will have our quiz in class. There's also a supplemental podcast about jobs theory, and I think you'll find that useful as well. It is with Clayton Christensen, who is the inventor of jobs theory. He had developed jobs theory. Okay, and it's a jobs to be done theory, to be specific. Here is the slide presentation. I will go over this in class with you, but it's available for you to view ahead of time if you'd like to take a look at it. And then we have our assignments. You can see that the quiz is not published as of yet, because I will publish that when we come into class on Tuesday. I ask you to do a video introduction of yourselves. You may have done an introduction in class yesterday, but please go ahead and include a video introduction so everyone can get to know you and I can get to know you a little bit better as well. And it gives us a chance to look back at who we are, and so we can really have a better connection throughout the class, throughout the course. There's an attendance verification that's very important, so please complete that. And then we have an assignment. The assignments are all due on Sunday, just before midnight. So I find that most students prefer to have the weekend to work on assignments. So you don't have to wait until the weekend. If you have it done ahead of time, go ahead and submit it. That's fine. And then here is information on the optional honors credit component. They are certifications. There's 5 different certifications through Google. And here are the times expected to complete the certification that has been put out by Google. So this is Google's expectation of how long it will take you to complete each certification. I have each one spaced throughout the course, so it's an imaginable time slot. And I think you'll enjoy having that certification for your own purposes. If you are interested in obtaining a job as a career in this field, it'd be wonderful to have that in your portfolio. There is a portfolio component of this as well, where you just you create an online digital portfolio, you place the certifications in that portfolio, and then you get the full credit for the honors component. Okay, and I'll go over where that is within the course. All right, so next, after that, we're going to go into, let's not go into the actual presentation right now. I'm going to go back to the modules. And get this to go a little bit quicker. Let's see. All right, so here we go. So we end with that. And so please remember to read the jobs to be done theory article, and then we will bring your computer to class so we can take that test in class, and we'll be working on a few other things on Tuesday. On Thursday, we're going right into module 2. And here we have another reading. Now, these are the only 2 readings in the entire course. There's no textbook in this course, it's just these 2 readings. So you are expected to read this, and then we will have another quiz, and it's a manageable quiz. It's multiple choice. It's not strenuous or difficult. And it really, as long as you've read the article, you'll be fine to take that quiz. And then we're going to take that quiz in class as well. There is a presentation slide deck that I will go over on Tuesday or Thursday. This will be Thursday. I have some information on guerrilla marketing that applies to the IDEA model. And you can take a look at that. And I'm going to go over some of that in class on Thursday. And then here are some examples of calls to action, because we will be including calls to action on our website that we will be creating in this course. So this is a good component as well. Here is an optional resource. If you really love digital technology and you feel that you want to learn even more, like you want to learn about HTML and maybe some coding. So this is some information that you might find useful, and to see if this is an area that you want to be involved, or this is an industry you'd like to be involved in. All right, and then I'm not going to go into the other modules right yet. I'll go over those with you when we get to them, but I wanted to give you a feel for what's happening next week so you can be prepared for next week. What I'd like to do is go to the syllabus. And here is our syllabus for this semester. Open that up. And here's the regular information. Some of this I've already gone through. You can go ahead and take a look at that at your leisure. But what I really want to focus on is our schedule, our course schedule here. Okay, so here is where we start. So here, this past yesterday was the course overview. I had Dr. Abao actually went over that with you, and I'm adding some information with you that you have an opportunity to view so that you can get it from my perspective before we start class on Tuesday. So the syllabus and the course schedule. So now the course schedule here, what we're going to be doing, it's designed to be broken down in modules. So you saw we'll be addressing module 1 on Tuesday and module 2 on Thursday. And then you can see as we get into module 3, we have 2 different classes. It'll take up the week. And then you can see how the other modules work in. Okay, and then we have what we're going to be covering in the activities in the course for that particular module on that day. And then we have assignments that will be due during that time. It's like I mentioned, assignments are typically almost all of them, except for 1 or 2, are due on Sunday. And I will go over that with you in each class as we approach the assignment due date. Okay, so you can see how what we're going to start with is website creation after next week, where we set up a website. There is no cost for setting up the website or any components, anything associated with this. There is no requirement to spend any money. Now, if you already have a business and you have a website, that's fine. You can use that website. I ask you to follow the instructions that are provided for creating this website and see if you've addressed those items. If not, you may want to make some of those changes to your website. And then you will just submit the link to that website. So we have the activities, and then we have an assignment. Then we have some activities, and then we have an assignment. I also provide you some time to work on the assignment in class. In case you have any questions, I'm there to help you and help you work through that. You don't have any misunderstanding about the assignment when you go home and you're really spending more time on it. All right, so now after we've completed our website in this section here, now we're going to work on building an online presence. And here we're looking at organic social media posts. We'll be looking at strategizing for looking at paid social media. We're not paying for anything. We're just going to be looking at it and analyzing it and deciding if we were to spend money on paid advertising, what would that look like? What would we be doing? And what would our return be from spending those funds? So we're going to be looking at that very closely. We'll be also looking at Google Ads, and we'll be looking at email marketing as well. And then after that, we're going to spend one module in LinkedIn. If you don't already have your personal branding set up on LinkedIn, and that can be for you as an individual seeking a job, or if you have your own business, LinkedIn can work both ways. So we're going to be focusing on that as well. And then the last component of the course will be some data analysis. As I mentioned, we're going to be looking at different components to see what makes sense for you to boast your website. Or will you consider, doing some email marketing? Will you be paying social ads on Facebook and maybe Instagram? Will you be doing just some organic posts? We're going to make some considerations for that by running a cost analysis tool in Excel. So we're going to analyze that, and then this will tie into our final project. We're going to make a decision. Should I do this? It doesn't mean you will do it, and you won't be spending any money in this course again, but you will have a clear-cut path to move forward, to make a decision. And it's a powerful project at the end. It's wonderful to be able to use this for a portfolio item to show to an employer, and it's also excellent for you to have for your own purposes in starting a business and growing a business. All right, so that is it for the course schedule. I'm kind of summing it up, and I will go over this slightly on Tuesday when we get back together again. And I'm so looking forward to seeing everyone. And I can't wait to see. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday.